Many fans want to know, how do you keep that spark alive? What's the secret to this amazing relationship?
Friendship, laughter, and mutual respect, and just love. I mean, we were texting this afternoon because we were not together until right before red carpet because he was really busy. And you were flirting with me in text. I mean, I'm just saying, you were flirting pretty hard. It's always a first date.
When most people think of Trisha Yearwood's love life, but before she was Mrs. Yearwood to Garth, Trisha walked through the fire of another marriage and a painful divorce. Today we're diving into a lesser-known chapter of Yearwood's life, her relationship with Robert Reynolds, bassist for the Mavericks, and the ugly truth behind their split. Trisha Yearwood's early relationships.
This is the time of year that all the turtles have said goodbye for the
Where do they go?
for the winter.
Where do
They go to a
turtles
big party. Most of them that have money go to the south of France.
Yearwood's first marriage was to Chris Latham, lasting from 1987 to 91. This early experience with divorce later influenced her approach to relationships and personal growth. As her music career began to take off in the early 90s, she found herself navigating the complexities of balancing love and a burgeoning professional life. The romance blossomed quickly, and the couple soon became a notable pair in the Nashville music scene. Reynolds, with his own rising star as part of the Maverick, seemed to be a perfect match for Yearwood. The Whirlwind romance and marriage.
This MCA reel was playing 24 hours a day on the TV, and I just tuned in. And there she was. And it all came together. This is the girl. This is the video. Yeah, it's all coming together. I said, this girl, I don't know what it is, but I have like a high school crush on her.
In 1994, at age 30, Yearwood took a leap of faith and married Reynolds in a ceremony that seemed to embody their shared love of country music tradition. It took place at the historic Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee. This venue, often referred to as the Mother Church of Country Music, was the former home of the Grand Ole Opry and held deep significance for both Yearwood and Reynolds. It seemed to symbolize their commitment not just to each other, but to their shared passion for country music. Their union at the time was seen as a perfect match, two rising stars in the country music world. In the early years of the marriage, Yearwood and Reynolds seemed to embody the ideal of a country music power couple. They supported each other's careers, often seen together at industry events and award shows. Their relationship appeared to be built on a foundation of shared interests and mutual respect for each other's talents. The challenges of fame and marriage.
Robert is a great communicator. I would not say that I am the best communicator, and I think he has brought it out of me. I'm the one who will, be kind of a jerk, and he won't really know why, and I won't really, I'm the one who will all of a sudden say, why don't you ever put water in a dish in the sink before, why do you let the cereal dry in the bowl? And I'm the one who will lose it over that, and it's really something else.
As Trisha's star continued to rise, the strain on her marriage to Robert Reynolds became increasingly apparent. The late 90s saw Yearwood's career reach new heights, with back-to-back wins as Female Vocalist of the Year at the Country Music Association Awards in 97 and 98. While these were undoubtedly deserved and celebrated, they also highlighted the growing disparity between Yearwood's and Reynolds' respective career trajectories. The demands of Trisha's flourishing solo career often meant long periods apart from Reynolds, who was busy with his own commitments to the Mavericks. The couple found themselves struggling to balance their individual professional lives with the needs of their marriage. And the intense public scrutiny that comes with fame added another layer of pressure to their relationship. Every public appearance, every career decision, and every perceived interaction became fodder for media speculation. This constant attention can be particularly challenging for a young couple still finding their footing in both their careers and their marriage. As Yearwood's popularity soared, she found herself increasingly in demand for tours, television appearances, and other commitments that took her away from home. Meanwhile, Reynolds was experiencing his own success with the Mavericks, but the band's schedule didn't always align with Yearwood's. The pressures of maintaining a public image while dealing with private struggles likely took a toll on both Yearwood and Reynolds. Growing apart.
Obviously, we're not together enough, not like most couples would desire. She's in Los Angeles tonight performing, and we're here. And it's tough at times, but we love our jobs. And we love our work, our art, our careers, whatever.
As the years went by, it became increasingly clear that Yearwood and Reynolds were growing apart rather than together. The irreconcilable differences cited in their eventual divorce filing likely encompassed a multitude of factors, from conflicting schedules to diverging personal and professional goals. One of the challenges they faced was the difficulty in finding shared time and experiences. With both of their careers demanding so much of their attention, it became harder to nurture their relationship. The excitement of their early romance began to fade in the face of day-to-day realities and the pressures of their high-profile lives. Additionally, as her solo career continued to skyrocket, she may have found herself outgrowing the dynamics of her marriage. Personal growth and evolving aspirations can sometimes lead partners in different directions. The divorce and its aftermath. After 5 years of marriage, Trisha Yearwood and Robert Reynolds filed for divorce in 1999. The official reason given was irreconcilable differences, a term that often masks the complex and painful realities of a relationship's breakdown. For Yearwood, who was now 35, this second divorce was a particularly difficult experience. In an interview with Country Weekly magazine, Yearwood opened up about the emotional toll of the split. Quote, "Since I do hang on to the past with my fingernails, divorce was difficult," she explained. "It's a serious decision involving someone you're tied to emotionally, so it's hard to move on. And it's easy to drag things out so you don't have to face people talking about you." This admission reveals the personal struggle that Yearwood faced in coming to terms with the end of her marriage. It also highlights the added pressure of going through such a personal crisis in the public eye. The divorce became a turning point for Yearwood, personally and professionally. Rather than allowing the experience to defeat her, she chose to channel her emotions into her music. The period of reflection and growth led to the creation of her album Real Live Woman, released in 2000. A musical catharsis. The album Real Live Woman stands as a testament to Trisha's resilience and her ability to transform personal pain into art. The title track, in particular, became an anthem of empowerment and self-acceptance. Yearwood explained her connection to the song, saying, quote, "I recorded Real Live Woman because I loved that the woman in the song is strong, independent, and to a point where she doesn't mind speaking her opinion. It says I'm confident, sexy, and wonderful, and here's the man who loves me the way I am. That's the woman I'm aspiring to be." Personal growth and new beginnings.
But in a marriage, if you can't do that, it has to be about the other person. So you have to figure out how to make that adjustment. And my theory is if you're not happy with yourself, you're not going to be happy in a marriage. So, and I've learned that lesson myself before. So I think that's the other thing. And we made our marriage a priority. So as much as we have these careers and as much as we are busy, we rarely spend a night apart. And when that was a conscious decision for us that we would not get married to be together, to be apart.
The period following her divorce was one of significant personal growth. She spoke about taking responsibility for her life and making changes where needed. Quote, "It's been a real emotional year," she told Country Weekly, "but it's been a journey. It's like I'm finally saying, at 35, it's time to take responsibility for myself, change the things that aren't working, and get on with it." Interestingly, it was during this time of personal reinvention that Yearwood's friendship with Garth Brooks began to deepen. While they had known each other for years, it wasn't until after Yearwood's divorce from Reynolds that the relationship evolved into something more romantic. Life after divorce for Trisha and Robert.
She was asking what our favorite part of the night was, and I think it's when, as much as we love the show, it's when we get in the car and head home and maybe drive through Taco Bell.
While Trisha's career continued to flourish after the divorce, Robert's life took a different trajectory. He remained with the Mavericks for several more years, but personal struggles began to overshadow his professional life. In 2014, he was removed from the band due to his battle with opiate addiction. He's been open about his struggles, sharing in a 2018 interview, quote, "Between 2007 and 2014, I was progressively self-medicating all of my hurts. I had a longing to be that group of guys with a singular vision. That's not realistic, I know, but it's my nature to hold on to the past." Tragically, he faced further hardship when his wife, Angie Crabtree Reynolds, passed away in 2015 after a long battle with cancer. But despite these challenges, he has shown resilience. He released new music in 2017 and has found a new path in life, living in Indiana with his partner Michelle and selling art on Etsy. Now it's time to hear from you. That led to personal growth and new opportunities? Let us know in the comments section below.